What would you do if there was a power outage at your home? I'll probably get out of my house and check what's up on the streets or in other houses. But imagine if it was all blacked out everywhere. Welcome to Behind the Date. This August 13th, we're going back to 2006 to the story of the massive power outage in Japan's capital and its largest city, Tokyo. In this video, I'll tell you all about how a construction crane crashed into power lines and affected over 1.5 million homes, and also how the Tokyo Stock Exchange managed to deal with it. Before we dive right in, make sure to smash that like button and meet me here every day to get the most awesome and mind-blowing stories behind each day. This power cut left more than 1 million homes in Tokyo without electricity and caused an insane amount of disruption to the computer systems and public transport during peak morning rush hours. Let's rewind to understand why and how this happened. A construction crane mounted on a long freight boat in the Kyu Edo River fell off and hit some major power lines. All this happened at around 7:40 a.m. on August 13, 2006. Whoa, that's early. I'd hate it if my house lost power and I had no choice but to wake up as early as 7 a.m. Public broadcaster NHK reported that the crane was there for some other construction work, and the workers on the ship didn't realize that the 109 feet tall crane was raised too high. It naturally just lost balance and fell. This power outage was estimated to affect almost 1.4 million households. Not people, households. And it was across areas like Ota, Setagaya, Minato, Chiba, and Kanagawa. This meant more than a quarter of Japan's entire population was affected. Being trapped in your home or on the streets around 8 a.m. is manageable. It's in broad daylight, so it's definitely not as scary as it would have been at night. But, what about elevators? Is getting stuck in your elevator your worst nightmare? Because it's sure mine. The power outage in Tokyo shut down over 900 elevators, and dozens of people were trapped. And not just this, Tokyo is also one of the metropolitan cities well known for its underground train network. With no electricity, countless of these trains were all trapped underground. It was estimated that around 120,000 people were left stranded on these underground trains. And it doesn't stop there. Elevators stopped, underground trains were stuck, and traffic lights also began to malfunction. Road transport was in total chaos. This is because malfunctioning traffic meant not knowing whether the green signal actually meant for you to go ahead, or was it just a mistake? Tokyo wasn't going to keep quiet after all the damage and chaos caused, and no city in the world would, especially because it was the capital of the nation, the center of all important business and decision-making. The company Shimizu Corporation was found liable for the blackout. Shimizu today is a billion-dollar company and one of the top 5 contractors in Japan, and the top 20 across the world. But even in 2006, they weren't a young company because, believe it or not, Shimizu was founded in 1804. That's over 2 centuries ago. So Shimizu was ordered to pay TEPCO, which stands for the Tokyo Electric Power Company, 10 billion yen, which was almost $100 million. Well, you do the crime, you do the time, especially when it negatively affects millions of people. That's just the way it works. What I still can't wrap my head around, though, is that the crane that fell and caused the blackout was 109 feet long. But the Leaning Tower of Pisa is almost 190 feet long, and it's leaning but not falling. How weird is that? Well, if you really want to know all about the most rare and unheard facts about the Leaning Tower of Pisa, check out my next video. Make sure you subscribe to Behind the Date, where we uncover insane and mind-blowing stories behind each day. See you later. I'm off to learn the story about the Leaning Tower of Pisa and how it's even managing to stay up today.